Hi. My name is Me. I use they, them pronouns, and I was asked today to kind of speak to what UUCF means to me and my family and why we pledge. Okay, I'm not a speaker, so I'm just going to read from this. Hopefully it goes well. Okay. So when I moved to Northern Virginia 8 years ago with my wife from New York, I never imagined finding a UU congregation as special as the one I left in Brooklyn, the first religious community I truly loved. Because ultimately what was supposed to be a 3-year stay stretched into 4 years, 5 years, becoming somewhat hetero suburbanites with a dog, a house, 1 kid, then 2. Ashley had joined All Souls in DC and dug in deeply there. But when we moved from renters close to DC to owners in Vienna, Ashley and I decided to find a community that was more local and geographically close. We needed Northern Virginia to feel more like home. As a queer parent and a non-binary person, I needed a place that not only embraced my identity, but celebrated it. I knew UU values offer what I needed, but finding the right congregation led me to being a bit of a Goldilocks. I'll be honest, I tried a few UU churches in the area, but none felt like a good fit for me. Some were too far, some too large, some had no parking. So my wife told me about UUCF and told me to try it out, but not to get her hopes up, and to let her know that if it was for real, this was gonna be our community. Like I said, we had been to a bunch of churches. So from the moment I walked through the doors, I felt warmly welcomed, not just tolerated, but truly seen. The sermon, the RE program, the activities, all of it felt just right. Goldilocks, okay. My wife told me to add this part, that she knew it was the right place for me when I, normally not an emotionally expressive person, started bawling at the welcome sign on the first day. Okay, so over time, UUCF has become a home. From soup nights to RE and family camp, I found joy and connection. Scarlett loves joyful noise, and we've sung Little Snowflake, Little Snow, yeah, that song, at bedtime many times. And we even celebrated her 3rd birthday with Carol or Bingo, the bubbleologist, whose bubble party services we purchased at the UUCF auction. These moments made it clear I belonged, and my family belonged. So after about a year, I became a member and started pledging. As 2 full-time social workers, it's not always possible for me and my wife to pledge as much as we'd like. So we pledge what we can, hoping that someday we can pledge more. For me, pledging and membership was a way to commit fully to this community, a place where my children can grow up knowing their family is loved and supportive, and where I can find space to nurture myself too. Pledging is one way I give back to the space that is giving so much. So it's an honor to show up when I can and support the future of UUCF, a space I cherish and want to preserve for generations to come. As a non-binary person, I know how rare it is to feel truly seen and accepted in a place of faith, no faith. So UUCF is that space for me, and I want to do my part to ensure it continues to be that space for others. My treasure is one way I know I can be a good steward of this community, and finally, I can hold on to my important experience in Brooklyn as a new Unitarian and move into a new, different, just right space where I'm growing up, myself and my family. So thanks for being in that place.